Hello, my name is Katie and this is KIBBridge. Keep it basic bridge. Bridge is a wonderful game and can be played by anyone and everyone. This is a presentation on using the bidding box and announcing. A bidding box is a small plastic or wooden box with space inside for the bidding cards, which are necessary for an auction. When in use, the cards are placed upright in slots on the outside of the box. There are 4 bidding boxes on the table, one for each player in the auction. There are 3 sections to a bidding box, although the latter 2 are often combined into one slot. These are the bidding cards. These enable players to bid from 1 club, the lowest bid, in steps all the way up to 7 no trumps, the highest bid. The calling cards. These are pass, double and redouble. The definition of a call includes a bid, but a bid doesn't include a call. The stop and alert cards, used to aid bidding but aren't part of the auction. Bidding proceeds in a clockwise direction around the table. The dealer makes the first call. This could be a bid or a pass. You don't bid until the person on your right has called. The bid you make has to be higher than the previous bid. The lowest suited clubs are followed by diamonds, hearts and spades. The highest bid at each level is no trumps. This means that you can bid 1 diamond, 1 heart, 1 spade and 1 no trump over 1 club, but over 1 no trump you must bid at the 2 level or higher. Until you have decided what to bid, you shouldn't go near the bidding box. In particular, you shouldn't waver between the bidding section and the calling section. This gives partner unauthorised information that you might or might not bid. Once you have decided what to bid, you should put your thumb on the front of the bidding card you want and the rest of your fingers at the back. You should then take out all the bidding cards between your thumb and the rear of the box. If you take out a bid that you didn't intend to make, you can change it, but should call the director before you do so. You place the bidding card in front of you facing your partner. Your next bid or call is placed overlapping your previous one, so that all are visible at all times. Once the opening lead has been made, you collect all your neatly overlapping bidding cards at once, and they fit neatly back into the bidding box. The cards which display the calls which are not bids are pass, double and redouble. Again, you should not move between sections of the bidding box. Once you've decided what to call, you take out the relevant card and place it on the table in your neat overlapping line. Pass. You have nothing you can say, or partner has made a bid which demands an automatic pass. You shouldn't just tap on the table to indicate a pass. An auction is over once there are 3 consecutive passes on the table. The final auction is the bid made prior to the 3 passes. If everyone passes, the auction is over once the playing cards are all returned to the duplicate board. Double. Remember, you can only double your opponents. The double card is placed on the table in your overlapping line of calls. Redouble. Remember, you can only redouble your opponent's double. The redouble card is placed on the table in your overlapping line of calls. Remember, both double and redouble can mean different things at different times of the auction. All bidding, calling and playing in bridge is supposed to be in tempo. This means that you should take the same length of time to call or play a card. If a jump bid is made, you may need more time to decide what you are going to do after a potentially unexpected bid. The player that makes a jump bid shows a stop card before making his bid and leaves it on the table for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, he should replace the stop card in the bidding box. These 10 seconds allow the next player time to decide what he is going to do without looking as if he is hesitating. If a player forgets to use the stop card, the next player should still pause for 10 seconds before calling. Using a stop card without needing one can also give unauthorised information to your partner. Conventional bids are used in bridge. These are usually artificial bids, but may have nothing to do with the suit bid. Pass can also be used conventionally. To warn the opponents that a conventional bid has been made, some bids are announced or alerted by the partner to the player making the bid. Some common natural bids are also announced. Either opponent at his turn to bid can ask a question about any conventional bid, but it is best not to do so if you aren't intending to bid, as it can give your partner unauthorised information. If you are the defender making the opening lead, you can ask questions about the auction then. After your questions have been answered, you make your opening lead face down. Your partner can then ask any questions without influencing your opening lead. The bids that must be alerted or announced depend on where you play. When your partner makes a conventional bid, or one with a potentially unexpected meaning, the partner to the player making the bid shows the alert card and makes every attempt to ensure that his opponents see it. You should also alert if you think the bid may be conventional. If the opponents ask a question, you should answer the question based on the partnership agreement. You shouldn't say what you think it could mean, or say what you intend to do in response. If you have forgotten the partnership agreement, the director should be called. If you don't alert when you should, if you end up as declarer or dummy, one of you should tell your opponents that a bid should have been alerted and explain why. It may be necessary for the director to be called if your opponents think they have been misled. If your partnership doesn't alert when you should, and you end up as a defender, you can't say anything until the end of the hand, when the director should be called. If you say something before play, you are giving your partner unauthorised information. Some commonly used conventional bids are announced. These include Stayman and red suit transfers over 1-no trump and 2-no trump openings. You don't need to announce the responses. Some natural bids are also announced. For example, the point count of an opening 1-no trump and 2-no trump, and if the no trump bid could contain a singleton. This is because, for example, an opening of 1-no trump could range anywhere between 10 and 19 points. Some players play weak twos, others play strong twos. Several times in this presentation, the phrase unauthorised information has been used. This is information gained from behaviour, not the actual bid made. In bridge, you aren't allowed to take advantage of this information. The information could be gained by hesitation, by moving your hand between sections of the box, by using the stop card when you shouldn't, by not using the stop card when you should, the way you place your bidding card on the table, not using the stop card properly, by passing too quickly, especially when no one has bid before you, not using the pass card when you should, by removing your bidding cards before the opening lead has been made, by not alerting bids that should be alerted, by saying what you think a bid means instead of stating the partnership agreement, by explaining unalerted bids when you end up as a defender, and by not announcing announceable bids. In duplicate bridge in England and Wales, the alerting and announcing rules are slightly different to other countries. If you play elsewhere, you should check what the rules are. What you need to alert and announce will depend on your partnership agreement. In England and Wales, you announce the point count of a natural 1-no trump and 2-no trump opening, and if it could contain a singleton. Stayman over an opening of a natural 1-no trump and 2-no trumps. Red suit transfers over an opening of a natural 1-no trump and 2-no trumps, but not the automatic response as transfer to hearts or transfer to spades. The opening strength for 2-level opening, except an ACOL 2-club opening bid as weak, intermediate, strong forcing, or strong non-forcing. You announce 1 club if it may contain fewer than 3 cards as maybe as short as 2, or 1, or none, as relevant. In England and Wales, you alert any conventional calls and responses not listed above if they are made on the first round of bidding or if they are made below 4 clubs. Any penalty doubles of a suit made below 3 no trumps. Any take-out doubles of a natural no trump bid made below 4 clubs. My name is Katie and this is KIBBridge, Keep It Basic Bridge. I want everyone to say, I can play bridge. I hope you have enjoyed watching this presentation on using bidding box and announcing. It has been made in KIBBridge style. Don't forget people bid and play differently. Please let us have your comments and suggestions. Our email address is kibbridge@sky.com. Our website is KIBBridge. Goodbye.